Hey guys, this is gonna be kind of an unusual video. I don't really know how to go about this. I don't really ever have like scripts for these sorts of things. So I'm just gonna streamline consciousness from my skull to your skull. The UIM is over. This is where we were standing a couple weeks ago when I completed the Grandmaster Combat achievements. As you can see here, we are indeed a Grandmaster. And after having completed this, as well as the Twisted Bow, Scythe, and Shadow, I don't think that there's anything else on this account that I want to achieve. If there was more stuff like a Raids 4, I would happily grind out the Mega Rare for that raid. If there was a new skill like Sailing, I would happily grind out 99 Sailing. But as the game stands right now, there is nothing left for me to do, which is a really sort of kind of uncomfortable feeling for me because this account has kind of just been my life for the last 4 years or so. As you can see, we have 462 days played, which comes out to a grand total of 11,000 hours. What's that like thing about doing 10,000 hours of a thing gives you mastery over the thing? Well, I've been playing RuneScape since 2005. Wait, I feel like I should be doing like agility right now. I can't just be standing here the entire video, right? Hold on a sec. We'll go do this new Varlamore agility course. I think it's right down here, right? Here we go. Yes, they turned this big dragon skeleton thing into an agility course. I thought this was going to be the entrance to Raids 4. I guess it still could be with like this cave entrance here that's blocked off. But yeah, now it's just an agility course, which is cool. Anyway, yeah, so now that we've properly formatted the ramble style video, we can get back to what we're saying. I have been playing this game since 2005. And if I had to estimate, I would say I've probably put about 40,000 hours into this game between maxing my normal Iron Man in 2020, maxing this account, obviously. I mean, I've been playing old school RuneScape since the day that it came out. And yeah, I don't know, man. I've just been having an absolute blast, and to no one's surprise, I am probably going to continue to play this game for as long as I can, especially now that it's my main source of income, which obviously is just kind of a really, really weird thing. It's weird, and it's also kind of scary, because now that this account is done, like, what the hell am I going to do? This account has been my income for the last 4 years, and I'm just supposed to, like, stop playing it? I mean, I could become, like, a collection log guy. A lot of people have found success doing that. We are at 701 collection log slots right now. It's just like, I don't know. I could probably squeeze out like a couple more months of content, maybe up to a year, just like doing collection log stuff, but I wouldn't be able to do any of the raids because I already completed all these. I mean, obviously I could go for the capes, but how am I going to make videos out of going for the 5,000 challenge mode Chambers of Xeric cape? You know what I mean? On top of that, I will never gain another level again until Sailing comes out. And to me, that's a really fun part of RuneScape, is gaining levels. So I don't know. This just kind of feels like messy. I'm just sort of spewing my thoughts into the microphone. I don't even know if anyone's going to listen to this, but everything that I've said here has contributed to the decision that I've made to retire the UIM. The title of the video is probably going to end up being something like, "This is my last UIM video." However, I am open to coming back to this account someday if the conditions arise that would make that a viable thing. I don't know what that would be, but I am open-minded to it. I do really love this account. I've grown so much as a player and also a person in the 4 years that I've played this account. And it's really, really interesting because I essentially have like hundreds of hours of recordings uploaded to YouTube displaying that growth that, you know, presumably for the next like 50 years, I could always just come back to and watch whenever I feel like it. It's just an incredibly unique circumstance to be in. Like, for example, here's a video from 4 years ago, UIM Loki episode number 5. While I'm showing myself play the UIM, maxing the Iron Man, and also just like learning about Bitcoin on the side. Back in the early days, I was just like, wow, this is such a cool thing. Dude, I'm living in 2020, and this is what I get to do for a living. This is crazy. And then here we are a couple of years later, talking about how I just sold a big stack of my Bitcoin to buy the house that I'm currently living in Florida. I just found this moment from episode 83, where I think Grace, my girlfriend, made her first appearance in the video, which is crazy because, you know, I was doing the YouTube before I met her. Now I've known her for almost 3 years, and I basically have recorded the transition between the person who I was before I met her and the person I became after I met her. I don't know, it's just really weird, and it's really cool, and I'm very grateful to be able to be in the position that I'm in. Anyway, I think something that I wanted to do as sort of like a last hurrah is to just kind of showcase some of the notable things that we have acquired along the journey on the UIM. So obviously, we've got the Zuck Helm, we've got the full Blood Torva, we've got the Scythe, Twisted Bow, and the Shadow. I've probably talked about those enough at this point. We got the Spiked Manacles, which everybody seems to love a lot. I've addressed this many times years and years ago, but I actually have gotten multiple Primordial Crystals. I I just dropped them when I got them because I didn't want a permanent inventory slot taken up. And if I were to continue playing this account, I probably would have gone back to getting prims because now they are indeed storable in the elite stash unit under the Heroes Guild. So anyway, yeah, we've got a lot of really cool items. Dragon Warhammer, Zarite Crossbow, Dragon Claws, Bandos Godsword. We got the Kodai. At one point we had like 15,000 4-dose brews. We used up most of those at the next grind, of course. I never used this huge stack of million pure essence that we got from the Chambers of Zarek grind, as well as these 200 blood essence that we got from the Tombs of Amaskit grind. I was gonna do that one day. I was always gonna do that, but I never got around to it. So those have just been sitting in the looting bag for a couple of years at this point. It's kind of weird, but the looting bag actually feels like it's kind of sparse these days. I could probably clear up like half of this stuff too and bring it down to like 10 items. That would just be so satisfying to do. If we were to continue playing this account, I would have a lot of fun doing that anyway. If we come over to the magic wardrobe here, we'll get some big ticket items. We of course have our full twisted ancestral, which is probably one of the things that I'm most proud of on this account. Obviously, the ancestral hat took us roughly the equivalent of like 2,300, 2,400 raids between challenge modes and normals. That was the last one we got, of course. I think this is just such a cool thing to have on a UIM. Other notable mentions are, of course, the dark flippers. I have sported these a good number of times throughout many different grinds on the account so far. Graceful recolors, we've only got two, the Hallowed Sepulchre and the Karen one. Let's see, I think the only other thing in here that I want to show is the, oh yeah, the Remnants of the Eye dyed red. That is so rare to get on a UIM because you basically have to do it all in one go. Because if, for example, you get like a red hat and you put it in the POH, the only way you can get that red hat out is if you get 2 more pieces of red robes, which is so unlikely. The dyes are just so rare. So I am really proud of this too. This is just like such a cool thing. I love it. It looks so cool. The last thing in here is, of course, the full Virtus, which we got insanely lucky on, and which is actually like a super useful thing to have. Obviously, boosting up your ancient magic damage. So yeah, we'll go ahead and put all these things back in here. If we come over to the armor case here, we of course are going to have our full Missouri Fortified as well as full Justicure, which I don't think I've ever really used. I probably used the Justy Helm for like some Inferno runs here and there. That's about it. It's a cool armor set. Who knows? Maybe in the future it'll have more use cases. Obviously, the Missouri is kind of a really cool thing to have. And I'll never forget the time where we accidentally locked our Missouri into POH as we were fortifying it. Thankfully, we ended up fixing that, as you can tell by the fact that we are withdrawing it. So I don't know, man. We got 2 sets of Prospector, the golden trimmed one and the normal one, full Sunfire Fanatic armor from the Fortis Coliseum. I guess the last thing in here is just going to be this treasure chest. I am contractually obligated to show you both of my third age pieces. To get 1 third age piece is just so cool. To get 2 third age pieces is just insane. And to get 2 third age pieces that you can wear at the same time is just next level. To get 2 third age pieces that you can wear at the same time and also like actually distinguish from other pieces of gear. Like, for example, if we got the third age like amulet or the third age like range van braces, you would have no idea that I'm wearing that because you just wouldn't be able to see it. So we got 2 like super sort of flashy, spectacular pieces that I am just so happy that we got, especially because we got the third age legs on our first ever master clue. I think that just about covers it for all these things. I could go spend another like 20 hours talking about every single thing that we ever got. So anyway, yeah, I don't know, man. I think that's probably pretty much it. I'm fully expecting this video to not do very well. I'm just kind of here telling you guys in a sort of ramble style fashion video that this account will be dormant probably for the rest of eternity. So however, I Grant, that's my name. I don't think I've ever actually said my name on this channel, so that's something. That's my name. I'm Grant. Hi. I, Grant, will indeed be continuing on the YouTube journey here, so stay tuned for the next video. Your guys' support means everything to me, and I'm just extremely curious where we're gonna end up in the next few years, because, yeah, I don't know, things have never been more uncertain for me. So, yeah, I guess that's it, guys. I guess we'll do this thing one more time, shall we? As always, guys, thank you for watching. Stay safe out there. Take care. Until next time, I love you. Bye.
I know you told your friend you're not okay, and tell me what's wrong and why you never said you felt that way. And guess guess you're trying to stay strong and fake a smile until I look away. But I've known you too long, it hurts to watch your blue eyes fade to gray as you fade away, as you fade away.
Bloody rabbit hole mystery of the universe.
I know you told your friend you're not okay, and tell me what's wrong and why you never said you felt that way. And guess you're trying to stay strong and fake a smile until I look away. But I've known you too long, it hurts to watch your blue eyes fade to gray as you fade away, as you fade away. As you fade away. What's wrong and why you never said you felt that way? And guess you're trying to stay strong and fake a smile until I look away. But I've known you too long, it hurts to watch your blue eyes fade to gray